Friday night lights in Guelph. The Gryphons were taking on the Carleton Ravens and trying to win their 5th straight game. However, they would be without starter John Farquharson due to injury. Johnny Augustine would get the nod. But it was the Gryphon defense who started strong. Early in the first quarter, Carleton quarterback Nick Gorgachuk drops back and throws a pass out wide, but it's picked off by Michael Carney. He takes it all the way back to Carleton's 5-yard line. That would lead to a Gryphon field goal. Last play of the first quarter now. Augustine gets a handoff on a dive up the middle. He breaks into the secondary and then carries tacklers all the way to the 1-yard line. Setting up this run on the first play of the second quarter. Augustine dives into the end zone and puts the Gryphons up 10-0. Carleton, not able to get much going, decides to test the Gryphons secondary. Gorgachuk drops back, has lots of time, and launches a deep pass. Nathan Bahar comes up with it inside the Gryphons' 5-yard line. That would lead to a Ravens field goal, making it 10-3 Gryphs. 14-3 now, and Carleton goes for the deep ball again. Gorgachuk finds Bahar open in the end zone on a 35-yard pass, narrowing Guelph's lead to only 4. But the Gryphs answer right back. Running back Daniel Palmer Salmon receives a handoff on an off-tackle play. He finds a hole and breaks upfield, flying past Carleton's defense. He gets tripped up at the 2-yard line after a 51-yard scamper. On the next play, Jazz Lindsay decides to keep the ball on the option. He runs out wide, beats a tackler, and just sneaks into the end zone. 21-10 for Guelph. And they weren't quite done in the half. With under a minute to go, Jazz receives the snap in an empty set. He steps back and throws downfield to Charette on a post route. He comes down with it, putting the Gryphons in scoring position. A couple plays later, the Gryphs line up with 3 running backs in the backfield. Lindsay hands the ball off to Mason Swift, who scores his first touchdown of his OUA career, putting Guelph up 28-10 at the half. Fast forward to midway through the fourth quarter now, where it's 37-10 for Guelph. But the Ravens are pressing. Backup quarterback Jesse Mills drops back and delivers a pass to Van Winsberg, who catches it for a touchdown. Carleton's not giving up. But the Gryphons would answer right back. Their next possession would end with Lindsay tossing a touchdown pass to Fraser. And Guelph never looked back as they win 44-24, increasing their win streak to 5 straight. Even more impressive, they've now won 13 home games in a row. Their last loss at home was on October 22nd, 2011 against the Laurier Golden Hawks. Here's head coach Stu Lang with his thoughts on the game.
It's a tough game for a lot of things. It's the first night game. It was a short week. We obviously have an important game against Western next weekend, so their minds are all over the map. And I think it showed up in the game. We had some very good things and some very bad things. We responded well. Whenever Carleton scored a touchdown to try to get back in the game, we scored right afterwards, which is good.
It's one of my first games. I've played a couple, but I feel like I've got a lot of room to improve. But it was pretty solid. It was pretty solid by myself and the other running back core.
For the Guelph Gryphons, I'm Matt Etchier.